All right, well, here we are. We are in our new house. We just signed papers on Friday. It's a fixer-upper, and we're going to do quite a bit of work to it. Some just to get us be able to just to move in, make it livable for our family, and then some things will just as the time goes on, we'll be able to work on here in the next couple of months as I'm doing other jobs and other work and things like that. So we're sitting in the living room right now. And it's going to start getting dark on us, so we'll see how lighting does. I have a light already going, and I've got my family with me. Little JJ is there, and then Daniel is here too. Say hi.
Hi.
There we go. And right now, just for remembrance sake or whatever it is, our older boys are in California with my parents. They went after JJ was born. And so we're sharing this video with everyone just so you can all share in our adventure. But this is also just for us so that it's a before video so that when we're done here in a couple of months, but just to look back, just enjoy the video of it. And so, as I said, we're in the living room. We're going to walk now. If all of us will come, we're going to walk to the front door. And again, now show, it's down this little hallway, show the front of the house and the neighborhood. And then we'll enter back into the house and kind of show you that. So here we are, nice little neighborhood, and we got some yard work to do. Probably got the worst looking yard right now, but it just hasn't been done in a while. And so we're going to do that. And then looking at the front of the house, it's got stucco, which is not normal for Texas. I think we're the only house that I can find so far within a couple miles of our house that's done in stucco, and it's got different colors and things like that as it was patched. And we're debating on what to do, whether just to tear it off or to cover it. I don't think we're going to keep it just because it is so abnormal for Texas to have. And if you saw every house on this street and the next streets over everywhere are all the brick. Although siding is very popular out here too, and so you see a lot of the brick in Texas or the siding. So some ideas here, even extending out and covering up that porch, making it a part of the house, and doing that. But there's our garage, which will be my workshop, where I'll build our kitchen, the cabinets and all that, as well as some of the other projects that we're working on. And then now, coming in, so we've got this long hallway. You can come in, it's okay. This long hallway, and what we'd like to do on this wall, this is the garage, and extend this way, add maybe a foot or so to the hallway just to make it a little wider so you're actually standing in it with somebody. And by enclosing that, we'd enclose the laundry room into the house as well. And it'd still be with a door here going into the laundry room, maybe a mud room then from the garage, from here, from the outside, all going into that room. And would make it a mud room to be able to take off muddy shoes and all that, but also just laundry room where laundry can go and tile floors and that thing. And so this little guy here is very excited about a bath. He can't wait to take a bath. Living in the trailer, didn't have a bathtub. And so we've already turned on the water. He thinks he's jumping in here in a few minutes as soon as we're done with this.
Toys?
So he went and even got some toys out of the van to be able to do that. So now, now we're in the living room, and you see it's got a nice big fireplace. The door is over on this side. That's just a window on this side. And then really big, tall ceilings. And that side it slopes down, but if I turn you around here, you can see they go all the way up there. And taking off this siding, I think will help visually just make it look much bigger and much more open. I think it'll be very, 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 very cool. You can see my cool shadow there. To do that. So kind of get it, the angle there. It's a really cool living room, really beautiful, or it has a lot of potential to be. So on this side over here is the kitchen. And what we'd like to do is open it up because it just fits that really well, and make what's here just kind of sticks out, make that an island where that wall right there is. Take that out, and then this area here, not the way it is, but in this general idea, make this an island that maybe extends out to over here, and then this wall here where these will all come out in this wall, and that'll just open that up and then that's the dining room back over there. And so we'll walk this way. As you can see, it's got a nice dining room with big windows. It's just really pretty. I don't know if it's gonna, oh, there we go. And so you can see really pretty dining rooms right to the backyard, which is really cool. And then here's the kitchen. And it's a long kitchen, but when we open that up, we'll add cabinets along this wall a little bit further and probably get more cabinet space out of it and make it, I think, just a bigger kitchen, but much more involved with the rest of the house when we have company and guests, because we like to do that so much. And probably a lot of you watching this video have been over to our house, and that'll be a lot of fun here in Houston too. So here's just goes out to the garage where we were. Able to do that. So kitchen, as I said, it just needs a little bit of work. We're just going to rip everything out, and I'm just going to build new, start fresh, and do it how we want. We'll do new appliances, and just update, refresh that, and knock out these. I'm hoping to see what's in here, but hoping to even knock this out, just do can lighting through here, knock this out, and open it up so it's the full 10 feet, not the 7 or whatever that is height right there. And now we come to the other side, we have this wood paneling. I already ripped off a piece, and unfortunately no sheetrock behind, so I'm gonna have to do all of that and mud that. And then coming down here, the hallway, not a bad size hallway. And in here is the bathroom where I guess he's going to get started on a bath. And so I get out of here, but the bathroom's a good size. It again needs to work. We'll probably tear out the whole vanity and do that here in this next week. We're going to jump into that. We're going to try to make it livable by cleaning up these 2 bedrooms to make them a living space for us. New floor, scrape the walls and the ceiling, paint and all that kind of stuff. And everything but windows, basically. And those rooms will be done. New fans, lights, and everything. And then hopefully the same thing with this bathroom in a week. We'll see. We'll see how much help we can get to make that happen. Same thing with the bathroom. Just kind of rip everything out, start over. And maybe just keep, I don't know, maybe the bathtub. I haven't really looked at that real close on what that's going to involve, taking that part out. So that's that. So the bedrooms are very good size. Let me see if I can get a light on in here. 12 by 11 or so, this one. The next one's a little bit smaller. This one will be the boys' playroom. Guest room will be the school room, all that kind of stuff. All happen in here. And the closets are nice and big. This one is the smaller of the 2, actually, and it's still a good size. It's a walk-in guest bedroom or second bedroom closet. And this one is the same way, smaller bedroom but bigger closet, the way it worked. And so it's like a 4-foot by 4-foot closet, good size. And so the boys are going to sleep in this room. We're just going to set up the bunk beds, maybe like a beanbag chair or something like that. And this is just going to basically be their sleeping room, reading room, or whatever. More for that. The other rooms are going to be where they have all their toys and Lego tables and all that are set up in that other room. So that's that. And then now coming down, we come down this last hallway here, and we'll walk down into the bedroom here. Now the bedroom, master bedroom, is really neat. It's pretty big, good size right there. And actually where I'm standing right now is in a little sitting room, which I'll walk to the other side and show you. But that's a good size, much bigger than we've had in our past before. And then when we come this way, you can see that there's this little corner that's kind of like a sitting room. And what we'd like to do is just enclose it up, add some French doors there. And when we do sell it here in a year or 2 or whatever it is that the Lord leads us to do that, we'll close it out, add the French doors, and it can be an office, nursery, anything along those lines. Makes it a little more functional than just an open space. That way we can advertise it as an office or as a nursery, and we really think people would I know we're going to enjoy having it as just a nursery space. Maybe like a projector over there. It'd be really cool to have the projector on that wall, set up beanbag chairs, because it's huge. I mean, it is really big, and use it kind of even as just a family media room, and do that in there, since we don't usually have the TV set up in the living room. The master closet is very large. It's deceiving here in the camera, but you can see how big it is. You see how small my wife? No, I'm just kidding. So it's good size. It's a lot bigger than we've ever had. I think our last master closet was smaller than the boys' bedrooms, or pretty close to the smaller than the closets over there. So this is going to be a huge upgrade, which will probably be a lot of empty space for like 2 months, and then somehow we'll find a way to fill it. All right, so now the master bath, and so it's kind of a different setup. The vanity and sink is part of the master, kind of. There's no door or anything. It's just this half wall and these posts. And then in that room over there is the toilet and shower and the bath. And so what we'd like to do, and what our plan is right now, is to rip out the wall, where this wall here all the way across, and put the door then right here where this one is. And that would make one very big master bath. Not quite as big as the closet, but still very big. And have a big either walk-in shower, the half wall or glass. We're still kind of debating on what we want to do there. We have a lot of potential to be able to do that. And then do that. We like having just one sink. We'll change this all out, rip it all out, but we'll probably just stick with one sink. As we've thought about it, we're rarely ever using two of us at a sink at the same time. And we much rather just have extra counter space. Just two, when we're up there, Anna can have all of her curling irons and all that kind of stuff, whatever that stuff's called. Laying out, sitting out when she's using them, and I can still use the other side where the mirror is. Like, that makes more sense. The sink is used only a short time in our morning preparations, and so we'll see. And it may not look exactly, probably won't look anything like that, but it'll be at least that general idea. But you can kind of see there's just a few things that you can tell it needs some work. None of that's like mold or anything along those lines. There's a little bit in the bathroom, but like that's just dust. It's just they're just dirty, and so we're gonna get those cleaned out and get all those things running. But so there's a lot of work, but it's all cosmetic. There's a crack in the foundation. We had that come and look at, and amazingly enough, a foundation repair company said, nope, we can't do anything to it. It's not moving. It's good. And so for them to come out and instead of giving us a bid, tell us, no, you're fine, was just awesome. We really were excited about that. And so really there's no other big expenses that we're looking at. We'll probably just shingle the roof and fix the AC and heater because those aren't running right now. To do that, kitchen appliances will be a bigger expense when we get to that point. But otherwise, there's a lot of work, but there's not huge, $10,000 and $15,000 and $20,000 expenses that we're looking at right now. And we're just thankful for that. And so with that, as I said, hopefully you all enjoy this and have enjoyed watching the video, but as well, just for our own future selves, see if we can turn this around. Here we are, and we don't know what it's going to look like in 2 months and in 6 months. Hopefully by 6 months it's done, right? That's the goal. I'll be here for a week doing ours, and if you want to come help, you're welcome to come help. But then we're going to, I'm going to go finish another flip house that we're doing for a couple of months until about summertime. And then over the summer, we'll be back over here working. And it's as the Lord opens up jobs and does that, we'll take those. He's given me every job I've had so far since moving to Houston. I've not done really anything other than look and pray. And then out of nowhere, God says, here's a job, do this. And I do that. And then he says, okay, now it's time for you to move. And I do that job. And right now he has me out on my own and running Provision Wood. And man, it's just been great. I've enjoyed the work. It's awesome doing something that you want to do rather than what others want you to do. And now I get to work on my own house and in a sense, work from home, which is really cool too. And so, and if you can hear Daniel, he's having a great time in that bath. And that kid is a happy kid in the bathtub. All right, so I'm going to sign off here. Again, thanks for watching. And thank you for all who prayed for us, who followed us and kept up and just have thought of us or even helped us. It's meant so much. Have a great one, and God bless you all. Bye.